Well, do you remember that last January, January 2016 was the worst January ever for the U.S. stock market? What a recovery we've had. So what kind of surprises could be in store for us, financial or otherwise, this coming January? Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. Boris Schlossberg and Gina Sanchez, your guest today. Boris, do you have a possible January surprise in store for us?
Well, I think the biggest surprise in January could be that everybody almost uniformly is looking towards a continuation, extension of the equity rally and the markets going up. And I think profit taking could potentially be a much bigger shock to the market come January than anybody anticipates. If we don't get any kind of positive momentum out of Trump administration, and if we don't start to see data improving, the markets will just simply start to take a lot more profits because they've run up so much ahead of the anticipation of Trump coming into the office that it could take a lot of people by surprise. We could see a 5 to 7% sell-off on literally no news, and that could be, I think, the biggest surprise of January.
Okay, Gina, what is the Sanchez surprise for 2017?
Well, I'm actually going to elaborate a little more on what Boris was talking about on the idea of a Trump stumble. If we have quite a bit of pushback within Congress for the nomination of the various cabinet members, the potential policies, all the different versions of all of these plans that are out there, I think that we could actually see quite a bit of quagmire that could form. And right now, the economy, as Boris rightly mentioned, is benefiting from the positive momentum that we've seen from the economy coming out of 2016. But this is still a fragile economy, and I think people still underestimate the fact that it's not going to take a big screw up to take us off the recovery rail. And so I think that we do have to remember that this kind of quagmire that we can potentially get into could be very, very detrimental and could actually drive us farther down in the S&P than most people are expecting. Not just a simple relief sell-off, but actually something more.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Boris.
Sorry, I was going to say, add to that just as politics brought us into this rally, politics could unwind a lot of this rally, and specifically, Obamacare could be the tripping a point for a lot of Republicans. If they take their eyes off the economic policy and start focusing on dismantling Obamacare, which could be a very bloody and very, very actually unpopular method, if they don't have anything to replace it with, they're going to lose a huge amount of goodwill and momentum. And I think that could be a trap that they're laying themselves for.
Guys, I can tell you this much. Like I said, I haven't been to D.C. recently, and having a bunch of, did some interviews on the air. I had a bunch of off-the-record meetings at night and the next morning. I can assure you the GOP's #1 focus when they come back January 3rd, repealing Obamacare. Somebody actually said the seeds may be sown before Trump is even inaugurated. So I can assure you, based on my own reporting, it's happening.
And that could be the political tripwire that actually dooms them all. And if they don't have a good alternative for Obamacare.
Well, you also come in, Gina, completing a promise, but Democrats still matter. I mean, you got to have 60 in most cases in the Senate. There's 54 Republicans, so basically they need 6 Democrats generally to get on board, unless it's done through a budget reconciliation or a procedural maneuver. So it's you need some Democrats on your side for a lot of these big things.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes.
All right, Gina and Boris, thank you both very much. We'll look forward to seeing you all in 2017. And folks, thank you for watching Trading Nation. It's been a great year. I know we'll see you tomorrow, but I want to wish you an early Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.